Okay, I read in the comments section that after the murder of the American citizen the other day in Cartagena, that Cartagena is probably one of the safest cities in Colombia. Well, let's hear what they think about it. Let's jump into it. Follow along.
You're watching DC Born Rob, Racing Borders. And now, news.
Okay, good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever it is you're located. Thanks for watching. You're watching DC Born Rob, Racing Borders. I'm DC Rob. Bear with me. I know my lighting is off. I know I've been struggling just to get this little bit up, so bear with me for this one video. But I wanted to put out some information on what they're actually saying, or what's in the news media from the Colombian side or the Cartagenan side of things. So I have three short stories that I'm going to jump into. I am still on the road, still in Puerto Rico. I'm getting out here in a couple hours. Can't wait to get home. Man, I miss my bed. And more than that, I miss my gym. The gym here, the Planet Fitness here is lacking. Anyway, let's jump into the first story. The Colombian Chamber of Tourism has expressed its deep sorrow over the murder of an American tourist, Gregory Stewart Owens, during a robbery in Cartagena's Marbella neighborhood. The chamber has diligently worked to establish Cartagena de Indias as a trustworthy and secure destination for tourists. Carlos Geraldo, the association's president, emphasized that while they've made progress in promoting Cartagena's safety, these criminal incidents tarnish their efforts. He urged the authorities to implement more effective measures and called upon mayoral candidates to prioritize actions against this growing issue. The chamber emphasized the need for a united effort involving both public and private sectors to combat the rising crime and ensure Cartagena remains an attractive and beloved destination for visitors worldwide. Okay, so that's the first one. Again, I shorten these stories. I have to do a lot just to get these stories down to where they're even readable. But the second story, the death of an American tourist, Gregory Stewart Owens, in a robbery in Cartagena's Marbella neighborhood continues to evoke outrage. Nayib Diaz, president of the Colombian Association of Travel and Tourism Agencies, Northwest Chapter, expressed condolences to the victim's family and called on authorities to bring the culprits to justice, emphasizing the needs to bolster security and to protect the lives of both locals and tourists. The National Federation of Merchants Bolivar section also highlighted the negative impact of such incidences in the city's image and need for comprehensive actions to address security issues. From what I can tell, one of the guys was actually caught. I'm showing video during while I'm reading the stories, and you can see the one gentleman. There were two shots. The American citizen was shot twice, once in the head and once in the thorax. And I think they say that the one in the thorax is the one that killed him. So he was shot twice. And this is before they even took the chain. This was very disturbing. For those who have seen the video, know it's disturbing. And yes, I'm not going to show it here. There's many other places you can go. If that's your thing and you just want to see that, then I'm just not going to do that. And of course, also prayers and good vibes to the family. It's mostly for them and for other visitors there and expats who live there that I do this so that you know what's going on before you go, during, and if you want to come back. Never had the need to go to Cartagena. That's just me. Anyway, the last story says, an urgent call was made by the District of Cartagena and Mayor William Dau himself in search for clarifying the murder of a tourist who was shot in the middle of a robbery in Marbella. The subjects fled and the injured man was taken to the medical center where he died a few hours later. Mayor Dau regretted the death of the foreign citizen and expressed his condolences to the family and loved ones. Likewise, the president rejected the murder. We regret this deplorable crime and we ask the Cartagena Metropolitan Police for a forceful response to this fact that today mourns us all, he says. Given this homicide, the Dau administration convened an extraordinary security council. We are attentive to supporting the Cartagena Metropolitan Police and the Attorney General's office in all actions that are necessary to clarify this homicide, they said for the District of Cartagena. Likewise, the mayor's office recalled that a 20 million peso reward is offered to anyone who provides information that allows for the capture of the perpetrators of the crime, for which the following lines are available. That they're requesting for Cartagena Metropolitan Police that you call 123. The Attorney General's office, the landline is 01-8000-919-748. And the cell phone, 123. Not sure if that's if you're calling from a cell phone or you're calling their cell phone. But anyway, they are reacting in Cartagena, and it seems like I'm sure Cartagena is much smaller than Medellin, but they are reacting to this, and there's story after story about how the mayor is upset whenever you hear the president. They call the mayor of that local area the president. And some of you guys may be right in that they are putting more effort into keeping the tourists safe, but I just don't get it. Maybe somebody tell me in the comment section, why do you go? It's hot. People are pestering you. I mean, it's an annoyance. I showed the picture of him getting massage on the beach. That's just annoying for me, and wanting to relax. I just don't get it. I met a young lady here at the bar. Shout out to you, Kat. Also, she thinks the same thing. There's another story that I read yesterday that people were leaving early. Once this happened the other day, they just rolled out. They had 2 or 3 more days to stay in Cartagena, and they just left. So people aren't feeling safe. And it's, from talking to her, there's a lot of women that go there too. They go with guys, or, with a group. Everybody's in a group, or just a few girls together. And remember the young lady that I helped that got stuck in the room in the airport a couple of years ago too. I mean, I just don't get it. And Cartagena is always Cartagena. I mean, Medellin has its issues. Yes, Medellin has its issues. But as far as danger and the druggings, I mean, really, I can't pick one up over the other. But I personally don't get it. I lived in Medellin. I never had the need. The fellas were going for the weekend. You want to roll? Nah, I just ain't feeling it. I don't want to have to go outside, get sweaty, have to change my clothes right away 2 and 3 times a day because I don't like walking around sweaty. I'm not that much of a beach person anyway. I'm not going to sit out in the sun. And I don't like the rappers walking up on me, whatever. Come on, tip. Now you got a tip. Or the ladies, take a picture with me. Take it down. If you take a picture with somebody, they expecting a tip, right? They got all dressed up for you. So you got to deal with that too. I just ain't seeing it. The hotels, I'm sure, it's next to the beach, so they got to be worn. And I'm hearing brothers are going in droves. Brothers from the U.S. are going in droves. I saw a video. Video passed on to me from the Sheraton there, man. That just brothers think it's their second home. Remember, you're not home. You're not home. And you can't bring your hood with you too, because you in one big hood, that country. So something pop off, you can't just leave. And you don't even know where you are. So, I mean, respect the country, respect the people, and pray. I mean, that's all I can say. And again, my condolences to the family of this young man who was murdered. Good vibes and prayers their way. Everybody remember to travel, but travel safe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
On behalf of the flight crew, thank you for flying with us and have a pleasant day.
Join me on social media. I am DC Born Rob Official on Instagram. I am DC Born Rob Official 1 on TikTok. I am DC Born Rob O on Twitter. Don't be like this guy right here.
You're just so stupid. I had to send you a video to let you know that you're so stupid.
That's right. Don't be like this guy right here. Join me on social media. Headed to Medellin, Colombia? See my guy Andres with Nomad Travel for safe airport pickups and drop-offs and tours. Contact information in the description below.